Almost fell out the chair. Hey guys, welcome to SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. This is going to be. Why am I so winded? I was trying to keep myself from falling on the floor. That's why. This is going to be your monthly tarot reading for the month of September. This video is for my water sisters and brothers, the Pisces, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising. It is a general reading, so if you feel like what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, check out your Moon and or Rising signs video, which I will have a link down below in the description box. This is, before I get into that, quick plug. I am having a raffle for the month of September. I'm going to start doing monthly raffles. So for this month, I am giving away a Handle Your Biz tarot reading, which covers finances and career. So if those are areas in your life where you've been looking for some insight, I would suggest entering. You could also just book the reading with me if you want the reading. Okay, I am reading with the New Orleans Oracle deck today, the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and the Nature Nurture Oracle deck as well. This is going to be a typical 4-card spread, looking at the overall energy for you guys for the month of September. Challenges or obstacles that you might be facing, because we are dealing mostly with your opposite signs energy, Virgo, for the month, looking at where you need to tap into some of that Virgo energy and reorganize, lend some critical analysis, and pay attention to detail. And as always, I will also be giving a quick little soul message, okay? So yeah guys, let's get into it. Excuse me. Yo, if you guys like, my life flashed before my eyes just now. Like, it probably didn't look that intense on screen, but I really thought I was about to hit the ground. And I have a glass coffee table, so like I was going through it, and I think I scared myself. And so now my heart is like beating fast. I'm trying to catch my breath. But let's get into your reading. First card for you guys is in the position of the overall energy for the month of September, and you've got the Power card here. So what I get right off bat from your spread, and I'm going to go into your other cards in a little bit, but the first message that I got is this is really a month for you to start stepping into your own, Pisces. I also get this message of like regaining back your power, and not necessarily to say that you've had it taken away, but Pisces, you're a very passionate sign. And I have a feeling with this Power card popping up here that the focus for you this month is literally coming back to a space in where you reignite the sparks for your passion, to where you come to a space to where you are focusing on the things that you enjoy, that are important to you. You hear what I'm saying? I keep saying you with emphasis. This month is about you, Pisces, and I get a feeling here that for whatever reason, and not to say that you haven't been putting in effort, you haven't been putting in your work, but I get a feeling that there are some distractions that have been keeping you from really lending the time and the effort and honestly the love into the things that you really care about. And I do feel like they could be people, and I also get that it could also be like financial situations, because I do have a Pentacles card crossing you as well. But with all that being said, this Power card, the main message for you for this month, Pisces, is that you really need to focus on yourself, focus on your dreams and your goals, your aspirations, focus on what is important to you and what actually makes your heart beat. During the month of September, if you are in a space to where you start to feel pulled towards doing certain things, you start to feel called to lend your energy or your time to something, do that. Do not ignore it. These things are popping up for a reason, and it's because they're trying to remind you, hey, this is what you're passionate about. Hey, Pisces, this is what you love. Happy birthday, Wayne Kerr. I don't know who you are, but your friend is a real one and said, can I wish you a happy birthday? So happy birthday. But this is the Pisces video, so sorry to the Pisces. That's a Virgo. But, you know, had to give them a birthday shout out. But anyways, with this Power card here, Pisces, is all about you. It's all about what makes your heart beat, what you love, what you enjoy, and it's time for you to return to that during this month. You guys, we are in your opposite sign season, which means that we're going to be coming up on your full moon during this month. Anytime that you come to your full moon, it means you're at the half point in the year. It is typically a time of clarity and illumination and release of things that are holding you back or clouding you up. It's really a time of clearing out clutter, honestly. No more shout outs, because you had me interrupt the Pisces video to tell a Virgo happy birthday. Sorry. Okay, guys, getting into your next card. Your crossing card is the Three of Pentacles, and this is coming up crossing the power. And there's a couple of messages that I have here with this Three of Pentacles card. First and foremost, because it is a Pentacles card, I am getting that you could be running into some financial difficulties during this month. Specifically keeping you from doing those things that you were passionate about. Specifically keeping you from coming into these points to where you can enjoy the life that you're living, to where you can put your passionate energy into things, to where, you know, you feel like your heart is beating, you feel like you're feeling fulfilled. You might be like, well, I can't do it because I don't have the money to make that happen. Let me put y'all on game, Pisces. First of all, y'all are like the most spiritual sign in the whole zodiac, so your power of manifestation is extremely high. The way that you think has the power of manifesting. The way that you speak has the power of manifesting in the physical. So if there's something that you're trying to get into or that you want to do and you realize you don't have enough money or you don't have whatever it is that you need to complete said task, instead of thinking to yourself, oh damn, I don't have what I need to get this done, or saying to people, well, I can't do that because I don't have X, Y, and Z, shift your perspective, shift the way that you speak. Start to speak and think as if you already have said thing or if you've already accomplished the task. So instead of, oh, I can't do it, I don't have the money, but I'll get it. It'll come to me. I'll be able to get this done. Start speaking in a way that these things have played out. And I'll be honest, especially when I first started doing this, people would be like, oh, speak as if you already have it. And I'd be like, that's lying, but all right, let me try it. Eventually, basically what you're doing is training yourself to believe something that you're speaking. And once you start believing what you're speaking, that's where the power of manifestation comes in. It's all about putting the power behind the things that you want. Now, on the other hand, this Three of Pentacles card, it is a card of community. With you, Pisces, coming into this space where you have your full moon illuminating all the things that you need to get done, the things that you need to walk away from, the things that you need to cut your cords of attachment to, a lot of those things might reside in your community. They might be attached to your community, whether that's your work community, your family, your friendships, your relationship. Some of these things might be rooted in those foundations. And those foundational things may be in a position to where they don't necessarily understand the moves you're trying to make, or and it happens a lot like this. The people that are closest to us, that should want us to do well, that we would want to root for us, they may not even know, but they become jealous, and they may not intentionally start speaking ill or start putting bad energy out. But sometimes that happens when you start to level up and they're not growing at the same rate as you. So just be mindful of the people that you have around you, Pisces. Understand that this is a month in which you need to tap into your energy. This is your opposite sign season, which means that you come in with a lot of play because you got a full moon happening this month, so your energy is potent. Be the Pisces swim and be the Pisces fish and swim off in a different direction for a little bit if it is your community that is holding you back from tapping into this power energy, okay? And that's not to say that you got to cut people off cold turkey. Well, actually, when we get into your next card, that is one of my messages. But that's not to say that you have to cut people completely out of your life. But this might be a time in which you have to shut down communication and set some boundaries with certain people because they're not lending to your growth or your progression. And it's not to say, hey, I don't love you, but it's to say I love myself. And somewhere along the way, I fell by the wayside on that. Somewhere along the way. Because listen, when you stop doing the things that make you happy, when you stop doing the things that you enjoy, especially to make other people happy or to lend your energy to other people, you are taking a little bit of love away from yourself. And while you're putting it into somebody else, it's not all an act of love because you're taking away from yourself. You're not being fulfilled in the moment. You know what I mean? So with that being said, if you have people that you love, that you care about, that are holding you back from stepping into this power energy, you may need to set some boundaries during this month, Pisces. You may need to say, hey, I love you, you my homie, but look, the way your energy right now, it's not really working for me. You keep trying to pull me every time I try to do this. Something comes up and I gotta come rock with you. Like for right now, I gotta do my thing. I gotta focus on myself. You might be in a relationship, Pisces, and the person that you're with may not like the new changes that you're making or the new spaces that you're coming into. They may not support it. You might have to sit down and have a conversation with them and say, hey, this is where I'm at now. This is what I'm doing, and I need to know if I have your support, and if I don't, then I might have to put this to an end. You know, think about the people around you and if they're actually showing genuine support. And if they're not, they don't really need to be around right now, because you have new spaces and new energies and places to come into. Okay. Excuse me. Going into the next card, it's in the position of where you need to tap into your opposite sign Virgo's energy, reorganize, lend some critical analysis, and also pay attention to detail. And you guys have the 10 of Swords, okay? First off, the Swords suit is the air element. And so this is perspective, this is communication as well. Anytime I pull this card, it gives me a message of there's just too much going on in your head. And Pisces, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, talking about you lending your energy to the people and the situations around you that you care about, but taking it away from yourself. This card coming up says that you have been doing that more than I was alluding to earlier in the reading. Your energy is spread kind of thin. And that, when your energy is spread thin, it makes sense that you wouldn't want to devote your time or your love or your energy into the things that you actually enjoy doing for yourself. So during this month where you need to reorganize and learn some critical analysis, you need to think about these things. Everything that pops up in your head in the time span of 24 hours, if you can, sit down at some point during this month, hopefully if you can closer, and just put a notebook out for the day and write down everything that comes up on your mind for the day that either stresses you out or causes you to have to do something, or something that pops up that takes you away from what it is that you were going to do for yourself. And at the end of or on the next day, leave it for a day, and on the next day take a look at that list and go over it and see the things that, look through them and be like, okay, this is something that I don't need to be doing. This is something that I probably do need to keep doing this, and start to weed out and pull out these swords that you don't need to allow to enter your mental, because you've got other stuff going on. Listen, other people's junk can cloud up your vision. It can make things kind of hazy, and you being a water sign means that you are very empathic, and Pisces, you being one of the most spiritual signs in the whole zodiac, means that you really do pick up on people's energy and you can harness it. So if you're working on other people or working with other people or doing stuff for other people, you're then taking that in, internalizing, and it's now in your aura, it's now in your space, it's now in your head, and you don't have the space to think about and do the things that you want to do. So during this month, you need to reorganize and clear out the clutter. Literally, clear out the clutter. Get rid of the swords that are not serving you, okay? Last card in your spread is in the position of the soul message. You are a Capricorn. I can tell you to go and watch the Capricorn video, love. Last card in you guys' spread is in the position of the soul message. It is trees. And in this deck, it comes with the message of community, but there are two messages that I want to give you guys here, okay? The first is becoming grounded and rooted. I spoke a lot throughout this whole spread about getting back to your passions, reigniting your own spark. You need to ground yourself in the things that you enjoy, the things that will actually put you in this position of personal power, okay? And the other message with this community coming at the end of it is just going back to what I was saying about that three of Pentacles. Look at who you have around you, who really supports you, and who is just kind of along for the ride and doesn't really want to see you progress because they want to keep feeding off of your energy and they don't necessarily want to do much for themselves. Just keep that in mind throughout the month, Pisces. And also, Pisces people, I am so sorry I interrupted y'all's video so much to talk to the people in the comments. It's usually people who have the sign that I'm reading for that talk to me. And so, my bad, but you know, I had to respond to the people, but also this was you guys' reading, and I wanted to make sure that you guys got your message clearly. It is about you during this month. You can be a little selfish, and don't feel bad walking away from people and places and, you know, situations that no longer serve you and don't want to see you progress and move forward. All right. Those are your messages. I hope that they found you well. I already dropped all my plugs in the beginning. I will say again, thank you, love, for watching. I appreciate you. I will say again that I am having a tarot raffle for the month of September. It's open for a couple more days. In like a few minutes, I'm going to go on and link it in the description box. Giving away a Handle Your Biz reading. It covers finances and careers. So if you are interested, go on and enter the raffle. If you just want to book the reading, you can also just book it with me through my Etsy shop. And yes, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.